Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. And it is wonderful to see all you guys here today. Good morning to everybody who's here. Looks like good morning, Lauren, coming in from Cumming. Good morning, Dan, coming in from Buford. Also help, but mainly hello to Dan from Buford. Good morning to Shauna, and good morning to Jan. Looks like Jan and Shauna coming in from at or around Paradise. It is wonderful to see you guys here this morning. Thank you guys so much for making it to the wake up call. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves, and we're going to be doing that with my I Am deck. This deck is full of positive affirmations, and I'm going to do the same thing I do every morning on Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Is I'm going to pull a card off the top of the deck. I'm going to ask you if you are the affirmation on the card, and we are going to respond out loud together. I am that affirmation. As we pull these thoughts into our consciousness, we are improving the quality of our lives. We are changing up the character of our actions and even of our existence. So let's have some fun today. Pull a card and say that today I am focused. I am focused. I leverage my resources and get results. So I am focused. I leverage my resources and get results. Are you focused? You are focused. You leverage your resources and get results. So I'm going to write that down in the comments, and I encourage you guys to do the same thing. I'm going to write down that I am focused, that I leverage my resources and get results. All right, we are focused today. We leverage our resources and we get some results. And ultimately, we can do a lot of different things, but we cannot do them all at the same time. The Native American proverb says that if you chase two rabbits, you will lose them both. And so we have to decide what is the most important rabbit to be chasing in our lives today. What is the thing that is the most important to us, and not just today, but in each and every individual moment. There's a really powerful book called The One Thing, and the whole book is just about making sure that whatever it is that we're doing, we're focused on one thing at a time. And as we focus on that one thing at a time, we can move that forward in fundamentally important ways. And so, for example, yesterday I was actually focused on building back end systems. Actually, for Wendy's website is what one of the things that I was doing yesterday. And as I was building these back end systems, for the first 2 hours or so that I was doing the work, I was I didn't really achieve the results that I wanted to achieve. I was I was kind of like trying to figure out solutions that would solve the problems that I had. And then after about 2 hours of focused effort on it, everything got so much easier, and I started to realize exactly what I really needed to accomplish. And at that point, everything started to move faster. And so I leveraged my resources and I got results. And one of the resources that I had was just the time and energy to focus on that project alone. And being able to focus that and leverage that time and energy, and even being able to leverage the silence and the quiet that I had in order to accomplish it. That was very, very powerful for me to make fundamental progress yesterday. And so I am focused, and I do leverage my resources to get results. To be focused is to decide what it is that's most important to us, and to choose to move forward on that thing, even when other things are more tantalizing. In his book Finish, John Acuff says that the most tantalizing thing, the most attractive thing, when you are just about finished with a project, is another project, a different project. And why is that? Why is it that when we start to when we get to be almost done with stuff, that all we really want to do is something different? And I think it's because when we launch projects out into the world, that those projects are then going to be open to the scrutiny of the world. When we are working on them, the only the only one that's judging them is us. And yet, when we put them out to the world, well, they are going to be held up to the cold and harsh scrutiny of the people who are, who come into contact with them. And so as we leverage those resources to get the results that are most important, let's understand that focus is truly, it's really a mental discipline. And as we do focus more and more on the things that are most important to us, we can let go of the things that are less important to us. And so I am focused today. I leverage my resources and get results. And so, what are you focused on today? Today I'm focused on doing more of the back end stuff for Hydro Health and Wellness, which is actually Wendy's business. She's entrusted me to work on her marketing system, and so that's exactly what I'm doing. And so that's the primary thing that I am focused on today is just completing the solutions that I figured out yesterday for some of the more complex stuff on the back end of her website. And so that's the primary thing I'm focused on. And so what are you focused on? What is the most important thing that you are focused on today? I'd love to know it, because as you decide what you are focused on, it's going to give you the this incredible superpower of being able to move forward very quickly on that thing. And so it's something where we are going to be called in a lot of different directions in life. And to the degree that we focus on what's most important, to that degree will our dreams come true, and faster. And this world is completely full of distractions. And so one of the challenges when we are focused is to cut through the distractions, is to make it easier to not have just to just to focus on the thing that's most interesting. I read a very interesting take on this. This person was basically, the essay was on in defense of boredom. And what they were talking about was that our brains, their whole central point was that our brains will gravitate toward the most exciting thing. And social media and various different apps and things of that nature are designed to be the most exciting and engaging thing. That's why it's so easy to scroll hole and to just then look up and realize and spend 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, 2 hours since we looked down at our phone. And it felt like it just went by in an instant. One of the tools that I use is on my social media. It's called the newsfeed eradicator, which basically just removes the newsfeed completely in Facebook and Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. It just completely removes the newsfeed. It replaces it with an inspiring quote. For a long time, I didn't even have social media on my business. So when I work on my computers, I have a legit business account on my computers, and it's completely different from my personal account. It only contains business related stuff. And so when I load into that account, I for a long time I didn't have Facebook at all. Well, I mean, I'm in the marketing business, so of course I need to have access to social media. And so just yesterday, because I was doing some social media testing, I finally logged into Facebook on the business side of things, and then immediately turned on the newsfeed eradicator, because the first thing that happened was that it served me up my newsfeed, and then I took 30 minutes scrolling this newsfeed, doom scrolling as it's called, or scroll holing as I like to call it. But so I immediately turned on the newsfeed eradicator, because my goodness, these things are pervasive. So as we go through life today, let's recognize that the life itself is not tailored to us being focused. It is tailored to us spreading our energy everywhere. And there are many people who have a lot of good financial incentive to keep you unfocused, primarily because when you're not focused on your thing, you're focused on their thing. And when you're focused on their thing, they can serve you advertisements in the middle of you being focused on their thing. There are lots of free mobile games that operate under this principle, where the game itself is fun, but really it's just an ad delivery platform. So today, let's leverage our resources and let's get the results that are important for ourselves, for our clients, for our friends, for the people that we love. Let's get the results that we need and we deserve and that we desire for the projects that are important to us in our, as we are going through our homes and our lives. Let's make sure that the spaces that we're in are set up to be conducive for us to focus. And let's make sure, most importantly, that the technology that serves us, and we are not serving it through scroll holing and through just continually looking for the next dopamine hit. So today I'm going to leverage my resources and get results, and I know you will as well. And I am very excited to see the amazing stuff that you create through the power of your focus. So today, right now, I'm actually focused on saying thank you to the folks who came in to watch the wake-up call. So good morning again to Lauren and Dan. Good morning to Shauna and Janet. Good morning to Wendy and Pepper. It's wonderful to see all of you guys today. Good morning, Tammy and Armando. And let's see. Good morning to Rebecca. Who else is here today? Let's see. Looks like. And then good morning there to Teresa. So you guys are all amazing, beautiful people. I know that you are focused on the things that are very important, and I know that all of you are values-driven people who have who have big dreams and who are working diligently on achieving those things. I love it, Dan. Dan says, focused on an ophthalmologist appointment, they'll unfocus me for a good cause. Well, may that go very well for you, Dan, and that appointment will be very successful for you. Alrighty, guys. Let's see here. So I will return to with another one of these things tomorrow at 9 a.m. But until then, this is your daily reminder that I love you and I care about you. And I appreciate it when you come by to the wake up call, when you share the wake up call, when you just overall are supportive of this vision. I really appreciate that. So thank you. I'll talk to you all tomorrow at 9 a.m. And until then, aloha from paradise.